channel. I'm DeeDee. If this is your first time tuning in, go ahead and click the subscribe button. For all my return subscribers, thank you guys so much. Okay, so today's video is going to be about natural hair mistakes that I've made. If you have made any of these mistakes that I list, please leave a comment below. Also share this video, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, whatever other social media platforms y'all have. Let people know. Okay, so before I get started, y'all do not judge me. I already talked about how I have to write everything down, put everything in my phone. I've really been wanting to do this video, but I wanted to make sure that I was giving y'all the truth on things that I actually did. So just along the way, I just been jotting down notes. And so I kind of have like a small little list that I have together of things that hopefully will help y'all. These are things that kind of set me back, but I'm hoping if I go ahead and tell y'all ahead of time, for people that are just now starting on their natural hair journey, that you won't have some of the setbacks that I did. So let's get right into the video with number 1. Wearing certain clothes. Now, I know wearing certain clothes kind of sounds like, what is she talking about? That's not a big deal. Y'all, I used to think the same thing. Even something kind of similar to this. Now, this is not as bad. And what I mean by that is, when I was going through my journey in the beginning and middle, I wore my hair tucked under a lot. I didn't wear my hair out like this. But when I did wear my hair out like this and wore shirts that were similar to this, or like wool, like really fuzzy shirts, they do tend to dry your hair out. They do tend to break your hair off a little bit. You'll notice at the end of the day when you look at your shirt, you'll have hair that's stuck on your shirt because of the type of material it is. Because I had even got to the point to where I wasn't even using like a satin pillowcase, a bonnet, or anything, because I had kind of fell victim to, it really don't matter. And let me tell you guys, for my hair, it did. I've gone days where I've worn like a twist out, wash and go, whatever, and instead of sleeping on my satin pillowcase or putting my hair in a bunny, I'm just like, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. And I can definitely tell the next day that my hair is dry because I'm sleeping on a cotton pillowcase. Same thing for certain types of material that you're wearing when you have your hair out. If you have your hair tucked away, up in a bun, whatever, you won't be affected. But if you get to the point to where you're wearing your hair out a lot like this, then kind of just, be conscious of the fabric that you're wearing. I know it sounds silly, but I'm telling y'all, I had trouble with this before, so I just don't want y'all to go through the same thing that I did. So, number 2. Go through some of the same things that I did. So, the next one is, and what I mean by being too rough with your hair is, for me, when I'm trying to do something to my hair, the best time for me to do that is when my hair is wet. When my hair is dry, it is extremely brittle, and if I'm doing anything to it, then more than likely I'm breaking it off. So try not to be rough with your hair. If it's late at night and it's time for you to do your hair, don't do your hair, because you're more than likely going to be rough. Because I know I found myself doing that, because I would have a set regimen of when I wanted to do my hair. And let's face it, life happens, things happen, whatever. And if it would get to the point to where, okay, I wanted to wash my hair at 6 and now it's like 10 o'clock at night and I'm just now starting on my hair and I already know I have a long process, I kid you not, I could do this first section over here fine, no problem, look good. And when I get to this over here, either I'm not sealing it right, I'm not parting it right, I'm not detangling. It's something that I'm not gonna do because I'm tired, and then I find myself like being rough because I'm just ready to get it over with. So try not to be so rough with your hair. If you notice, like my hair journey video, at one point I was wearing like a lot of mini twists that I was doing. The mini twists were fine. So I decided to take my mini twist down late one night, and I had no problem taking down, I think this side over here. I decided to take this side down first. Then when I started getting to this side, I started getting a little frustrated, and it was late and I was tired and I think I had to go to work the next day. True story, I ended up being so rough with one of my twists in the front that, sometimes with natural hair, your hair gets tangled. That's just how it goes. I was untangling it, and instead of me trying to, comb through and get it okay, I really just low-key like ripped it out. So right here, I mean, you probably can't tell, but I usually swoop my hair a certain way so you can't tell. It's kind of like really, really thin on this particular side, and that's because of me being too rough with my hair. So don't do what I did, okay? Don't be rough with your hair. Take your time. Do it at a time when you can kind of be easy and you're not in a rush. Got it? Okay. So the next tip is, not sure if I've already spoken about this before, but sometimes we get caught up. It's okay to do protective styles or try different things or whatever it is that you want to do, but let's not get caught up in doing it on a regular basis. Meaning, if you try some style on Monday, you like it, you take it down. You do something else on Wednesday, you like it, you take it down. You do something else on Thursday. Like, try to stick with something where you don't have your hands in your hair all the time, because all that manipulating this back and forth, detangling this, that, and the other, that can kind of cause breakage on your hair as well. So try to, you know, find some type of style that you like. You know, don't have it up one day, Monday, then Tuesday you got it back, Wednesday you got it to the side. Just, you know, chill and leave your hair alone sometimes and let it just do what it's supposed to do, instead of always trying to manipulate it and do all these different things to it. So please do not over manipulate your hair. So the next tip is, I have a whole video on you know, protective styling. I'll link it somewhere at the top and also at the bottom if you're interested. But like I said in that video, protective styling to me may be different than it is for you. If protective styling for you is getting box braids, the faux locks, whatever that is, okay, you do you. But be sure that whatever protective style you're doing is not pulling on your hair. Sometimes we get these styles and we're like, okay, well, they didn't, you know, they didn't braid it tight, they didn't do this tight, that and the other. But sometimes we have a lot of hair. We're using a lot of bags of hair, and if you put your hair up in a ponytail or you're wearing it back, sometimes it can kind of pull on your edges. So just be careful if you are going to do those type of protective styles. If you're going to do a sew-in, whatever, even though we think sometimes that, you know, our hair is not braided tight or everything is fine, just make sure that you're not getting a protective style that is too heavy and that's going to put stress on your edges, because you don't want your edges to be out on the side. What's the use of you having all this healthy hair and then you ain't got no edges? Okay. So just be careful about the types of protective styles that you're getting. So the last tip that I have, being lazy. I want to say the first 2 or 3 years of my natural hair journey, you know, I was on top of it. Once I figured out what my regimen was, which it took me a long time to kind of get everything down. It took at least 6 months for me to figure out what my hair liked, what it didn't like, how to do it, and things of that nature. But once I learned it, y'all, it was like clockwork. I was on it, you know what I'm saying? And I did see growth in what I was doing, but I feel like sometimes we get comfortable. I got comfortable with doing my hair, and I felt like, oh yeah, well, I'm supposed to do my hair today. You know, I'm like looking in the mirror like, ah, it'll be cool, I can do it next week. You know, and then you start pushing it off. So the longer you push it off, the longer my hair was going without being moisturized. And then by the time I did my hair, it was dry, it was brittle. So I just feel like all the steps that I took to get to a certain point on my journey on where I wanted to be, I started to slowly take steps back because I felt like I had gotten kind of lazy with my regimen. Like, okay, well, my hair is as long as it's ever been, so if I don't, you know, do my wash this week and just put it off to next week, if I don't do my deep condition or whatever, I'll be okay. Please don't do that. Continue on with whatever it is you're supposed to be doing for your hair, because you will see a difference in your hair, because I saw a difference in mine. And this was this year, 2017, where I feel like I kind of got a little relaxed with my regimen, and you can definitely tell a difference, like I said. So whenever you figure out what works best for your hair, continue to do it. As you know, with anything, your hair may change, products may change, whatever, and then you can kind of readjust to what you need. But please do not start feeling yourself like I did, like, girl, I'll be all right. Stay on top of whatever you're supposed to be doing for your hair. If you've experienced any of these, leave it in the comment section below. If you've experienced any setbacks or mistakes that you feel like you've made on your natural hair journey, leave it below so everybody can get a chance to see it and we can all learn from it. Don't forget to share this video on social media. Please share the video. That's about it. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. And until next time, talk to you guys later. Bye.